I was absolutely delighted. I could not have thought of any other person today that is more deserving of the Nobel Peace Prize than Barack Obama. In less than a year, he galvanized the world. For the first time, everybody has hope that we might be able to establish a world at peace with itself, that we might be able to have a system of security that is not based on nuclear weapons, a system of security that is inclusive, that is humane. But more than that, he is committed to restore moral decency into our life, into our relation with each other as individuals, as nations. His commitment, his leadership for freedom, human rights, democracy, fairness, are all values that we all share, and I think brings a lot of inspiration to every one of us. So he has done in 9 months what many people would take a generation to do. This is obviously, again, one of the most pressing, the most serious issues humanity is facing today. We have a Damocles sword that unless we address the challenge posed by nuclear weapons and the prospect of an extremist group getting hold of nuclear weapon or nuclear material, which could lead to our self-destruction, the prospect of proliferation, increased proliferation of nuclear weapon, the prospect of nuclear weapon being used intentionally or by through miscalculation. I mean, I think the committee understood fully, as they have done in 2005, that we really need to address the #1 security threat we face in the world, which is to get rid of these inhumane weapons. And Obama has taken the leadership in after 2 wasted decades, completely wasted decades, that he managed to put nuclear disarmament on the top of the international agenda. He had presided over, for the first time in 60 years, over a Security Council meeting, summit meeting, dedicated to recommit to nuclear disarmament through concrete steps. He is engaged in a serious negotiation with Russia to slash drastically their nuclear arsenals. He is pushing the Comprehensive Test Ban Treaty through Congress. He is advocating a treaty that prohibits the production of nuclear material for weapon purposes. So he's doing so many concrete steps, in fact, to make a world free from nuclear weapon a reality. And that is something I think the committee, by giving him the prize today, has applauded and said, you are doing the right thing, keep doing what you are doing. Exactly the same message that they have sent to the agency in 2005. Well, there has been already, in the last couple of hours, a lot of skepticism. What has Barack Obama has achieved? Why is the rush to give Barack Obama the Nobel Peace Prize? I think these people misunderstand the motive of the Nobel Prize Committee. The committee sometimes crown achievement, but in many cases encourage people who are on the right track. And I heard the committee's chairman today. Basically, he's echoing what he said in our case, in the agency case, and myself, that not necessarily rewarding a complete work, but encouraging a person or an organization to continue on the track that they have chosen to follow. And in that case, in the case of Barack Obama, they are saluting his commitment to disarmament. They are saluting his commitment to an inclusive system of security. They are saluting his commitment to a code of moral values that it's about time we restore in our relationship as individual, as nation. His effort to move across the divide, to focus on what unites us as human family and not what divides us, irrespective of ethnicity, color, or religion. I think it's an inspiration to every one of us. So This is a prize that will give him the moral authority, that will give him the additional visibility to continue doing what he is doing, and we all should share with him in his commitment to have a world that is at peace with itself, a world that we can, a better world that we can leave to our children and grandchildren.